Hey everyone, did you know that over 70% of hunters who miss shots at long range actually misjudge the distance? That's a stat that surprised me, and it's why tools like the Garmin Xero L60i Rangefinder are total game savers. If you've ever second-guessed your yardage in the field, this thing might just change how you approach every hunt. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So, what makes the Garmin Xero L60i stand out? For starters, the optics are next level. The 7x magnification gives you that crisp, edge-to-edge clarity you need when you're scanning a ridge or trying to pick out a buck in heavy cover. I've used cheaper rangefinders where the edges look blurry, but this one keeps everything razor-sharp from center to corner. And the color fidelity. It's like seeing the landscape through a high-def TV. No weird tinting or washed-out greens. That matters when you're trying to spot a specific animal or tree line in low light. Another feature I didn't realize I needed until I tried it is the built-in mapping. You can drop waypoints on objects you've ranged, like a tree stand or a water source, and the GPS will project that exact spot on the display. So if you're scouting a new area or trying to relocate a spot from last season, you can literally walk right to it without guessing. I've used it to mark bedding areas and funnels, and it's saved me so much time wandering around aimlessly. Plus, the full-color graphic overlay makes it easy to read everything at a glance, no squinting at tiny numbers. Accuracy is where this thing really shines. It ranges trees out to 2,000 yards and game animals up to 1,500 yards. I tested it on a distant ridge last week, and it locked onto a target 1,400 yards out without blinking. Most rangefinders struggle past 1,000, so having that extra range is a huge advantage if you hunt open country or big timber. And the automatic display adjusts brightness based on the light, so you're not blinded in the dark or squinting in bright sunlight. One thing I appreciate is how intuitive it is to use. The buttons are responsive, and the menu system is straightforward, no digging through layers of settings to find what you need. I've used rangefinders where the controls feel clunky, but this one just works. The flat field of view is also a nice touch. It reduces distortion, so what you see through the lens matches what's actually out there. That might sound minor, but it's a big deal when you're trying to make a quick decision. Now, no product is perfect, and the Garmin Xero L60i isn't either. The battery life is solid, but if you're out all day, you might want to bring a spare. Also, it's a bit pricier than some other rangefinders, so it's an investment. But if you hunt in wide open spaces or need reliable long-range accuracy, it's worth every penny. If you're tired of guessing distances or wasting time trying to relocate spots, this rangefinder could be exactly what you need. It's one of those tools that just makes hunting easier without feeling like you're using a gadget. Check it out using the link below if it sounds like something that could help you out in the field. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Garmin Xero L60i Rangefinder sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like laser rangefinder with premium optics, built-in mapping and bright, full-color, high-resolution graphic display overlay actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. What stands out about Garmin Xero L60i Rangefinder is how it seems positioned for buyers who want something practical, easy to understand, and worthwhile beyond the first impression. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Garmin Xero L60i Rangefinder usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.